Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I, Divya Sharma, once again welcome you all to the online classes being conducted by Regional Office Jabalpur. And in our previous class, we studied the poem Wind. And today I have brought to you a topic from the writing section. So let's proceed to our topic for today. Children, do you know one of the world's best known books is actually a personal diary published in the form of a book? Yes, and the book is titled The Diary of a Young Girl and is based on the diary of a young Jewish girl, Anne Frank. In her diary, she has documented her life when her family was hiding from the Nazis from 1942 to 1944, that is during the Second World War. Until their family was arrested, she maintained her diary, which was published after her death and gained her immense popularity and critical acclaim. And students, you also have an excerpt from her diary in your class 10 book. I am telling you all this because in today's class, we are going to study how to write diary entries. Students, diary writing is one of the most personal and informal categories of writing. Because in a diary, a person notes down his or her own personal experiences. A diary writing can be based on an experience, a scene, a description, or narration of any event or any other activity that the writer of the diary considers worth writing. This means that in a diary entry, we write down or record the events that stand out in our daily routine. That means we need not write down everything that happens in our life, but we need to record only those events, those episodes, those incidents, those feelings which we find are special or unforgettable for us. The purpose of writing a diary is to express our feelings and thoughts through writing. And these feelings and thoughts could be positive or negative both. In her diary, Anne Frank has written that she finds it easier to be honest in writing than to speak openly with other people. She has said, paper has more patience than people. This means that one can pour out his or her feelings, emotions, and thoughts through writing without being judged by the paper. So, in life, if you have any emotions that you don't want to or you cannot discuss with people due to any reason, then you can take the help of a diary to vent out those feelings, to vent out those emotions, and it will be very helpful to you. Diary writing is especially a boon for the people who are introverts, that is, who find it difficult to make friends easily or are too shy to express their feelings or discuss them with people. So if you are such a kind of person or you want to otherwise find a new way, a creative way to exhibit your emotional outpourings, then you should definitely go and get a diary for yourself. Now children, there are certain key points that you need to keep in view for writing a good diary entry. Now you must be wondering that since diary entry is an informal and personal piece of writing, why do we have to adhere to any rules or limits? But children, just think of it. Why do you think that Anne Frank's diary got so popular that it got translated into around 70 languages? Was it just because it was a personal diary or it was a poignant tale? No. Actually, one of the reasons for it being so popular was also the style in which Anne wrote it. She wrote it so beautifully that everybody appreciated it. So even if it is a piece of informal or personal writing, it should be well written, of course. And another important reason for me to say this is that today we are studying it from the point of view of solving a question based on diary entry in the examination. And definitely while writing in the examination, you have to follow the rules of writing the diary entry. So let us see the key points first. First thing is that the word limit should be followed. In real life, you might write as much as you want in your diary entry. But in the case of examination, you have to complete your diary entry within 100 to 120 words. Okay, children? Then the tone may be informal or semi-formal depending upon the topic or matter. There is a slight difference between informal and semi-formal tone. Semi-formal tone is a mix of formal and informal tone. And informal tone would mean use of a lot of abbreviations, lot of slangs, lot of colloquial terms. So I would suggest you to use semi-formal language while writing from examination point of view. That is, you should not use a lot of abbreviations, a lot of slangs, a lot of very casual words. In the examination, that would be more appropriate. The diary should be considered as a close friend. Of course, just as we discussed earlier that for people who cannot or do not want to discuss their innermost feelings with other persons, they can take the help of a diary. So, while writing in the diary, you need to see the diary as your friend, a living friend in whom you are confiding. So the diary entries should be honest and truthful, because a diary is a personal document. A diary is supposed to be the secret of the person who is writing it. It is not meant to be shown to everyone. So it should be as truthful, as honest as possible. In the case of Anne Frank, she actually wanted to become a very popular writer. So after her death at the age of 15, when her father got her diary and he read it, and he read how wonderfully she had written it, she had so much qualities in herself of a good writer, that he felt compelled to get her diary published as a tribute to her. So in her case, her father wanted to honor her. That is why he got her diary published. Otherwise, usually diaries are meant to be very personal and secret documents. So in diaries, you can write whatever you want to write without any filters, without any censors. But then while writing in the examination, you need to keep in mind the general courtesies, and you should write your diary entry in the correct format. Okay, so in the next slide, we'll see what is the correct format of writing a diary entry. And this, children, is the correct format of writing a diary entry. So let's see the different components that are there in the format of a diary entry. The format of a diary entry is quite simple. It doesn't have many things. So it's quite easy to remember. First and foremost thing is that block format should be followed. Block format, you all know. Block format is that format which you follow while writing your letters. That means you write the format at the left hand side of your answer sheet. That is known as the block format, in which all the things, all the components of the format are written on the left hand side with proper spacing in between. So first we write the day and date of writing the diary. Because children, a diary helps us to pour out our feelings, our emotions, plus it helps us to preserve memories, whether good or bad. And if you write the date, it will be helpful to you when you later refer to your diary. So you can see the date and remember clearly, vividly the day on which the things that you have mentioned happened. So that is why it is very essential to write the date and day of writing your diary, and the date and day are written together in a single line. Okay, first the day and then the date. After that we write the time without leaving a space in between. Usually diaries are written at night when you go to sleep. At that time, before going to bed, usually people write their diary entries. After the time, we leave a space and then we write the salutation. Now here, as I told you earlier, that you have to treat your diary as your friend, as a living being, okay, as your confidant. So you have to address to your diary. Usually the salutation that is written is Dear Diary. Then we start with the body of our diary, that is the content of the diary. The structure of the content is something as follows. Begin the diary entry with a general sentence describing the day or momentary feelings. And that sentence depends upon how you are feeling, how your mood is. Whether you are happy, you are sad, you are angry, you are surprised, shocked, whatever. So you can start like, it was such a wonderful day, or it was a very bad day today. I'm very shaken up today. I'm very disappointed today. Or I'm very excited and happy for tomorrow. Anything. It depends on the topic. It depends on the matter, incident about which you are writing. So you have to give a start to your diary by explaining how you are feeling about that particular thing concerning which you are going to write in your diary. And then you have to start with the main content of the diary, where you have to discuss the event or your feelings in detail. You have to explain what happened to make you feel the way that you have mentioned in the first line. That is, what incident made you feel happy, or what incident made you feel sad or disappointed, that you have to elaborate upon in this part of the diary entry. And then you have to conclude your diary entry with a final remark, some kind of decision that you have taken in the wake of the event that happened. Or you can mention that the day will be immemorable for you. You won't be able to forget that day, or that day had left an indelible imprint on your mind, something like this. So this is the way you conclude your diary. Then at the end, after leaving a line after the body, you have to put your signature. That is, you have to write your name of the person who is writing the diary. Since now we have seen the key points as well as the format, let us also see some solved examples to see how much we have understood. Here is your first question. You are Abhimanyu or Radhika of ABC Public School, Bhopal. Your debut in a cricket match was a very important event of your life. Write a diary entry about your experience on the day of your debut match. So this diary entry is to be written by Abhimanyu or Radhika. You can choose either name. And you have to write about your experience when you had your debut match. Debut means your first appearance, your first cricket match. So, how would you feel on the day of your debut match? Right. Nervous, excited, happy, very thrilled. So, these are the feelings that you have to express while writing your diary entry, and you have to explain how it was. You can explain how the match was and how you performed and how it was a great day for you. Okay, so this is what you have to write in this diary entry. So children, we'll start the diary entry as prescribed in the format with the day and date. So I have written Monday, 27th May 2020. Since I have written the date before the month, I have written it in ordinal number 27th May. Then in the next line I have mentioned the time 10 p.m. After leaving a space, dear diary. Now let's see how we have begun the diary. What a wonderful day it was. I cannot describe my happiness in words, but will try to. I am highly excited since my dream has finally come true. So, as you can see, the person writing the diary has mentioned in the first line that it was a wonderful day for him or her. In fact, so wonderful and so full of happiness that it is difficult to describe it in words. And the person is highly excited because of the coming true of the dream. And what is the dream? Let's see. Today I played for my school's cricket team. So this was given to us in the question that we have to describe about a debut cricket match. So now the person has written that he or she is so happy, so excited because he or she got to play for school's cricket team. The rival was the last year's champion, XYZ Public School. We won the toss and elected to field first. Our rivals played well and made a formidable total of 320 runs. So here the writer of the diary has explained the cricket match, how it began, who was the rival, means against whom they were playing, what was the result of the toss, which team elected what batting or fielding first, and when the rival team batted first, how much runs they scored, how much runs the person's team had to chase to win the match. So you can notice here that the writer is mentioning the details as if he or she is telling it to a friend, that how the match happened, what happened in the match. So this is how you have to write your diary entry. Further it says, when our turn to bat came, initially we were disheartened because our opening players were out cheaply. I came at number 3. I was a little scared and made rather a shaky start. So look how the writer, that is Radhika, has developed her diary. She has given a very engaging detail, like when our turn for batting came, our players were out cheaply, means they were out after making very few runs, and then my turn came, I was at number 3, and initially even I was scared because of course it was my debut match, so I was scared initially, and then what happened? Soon I gained confidence and started hitting boundaries whenever I could. Here is a change in the narrative. Gradually the tables are turning now. My luck favored me. My partners were getting out one by one. I needed 5 runs to complete my maiden century and to win the match. So see how Radhika has very cleverly mentioned that she was the only one who remained at the crease for long, and she was about to make a century, her maiden century, her first century, that is her first 100 runs, and she needed only 5 runs to complete her century and to win the match. I hit the ball for a mighty 6. So like it happens in the movies, she hit a mighty 6 and they won the match, and she completed her maiden century in her debut match. It was such an exhilarating moment. Of course it's going to be an exhilarating, that is extremely ecstatic, happy, thrilling, exciting moment for you. Just imagine it's your debut match and you have made your maiden century in that, as well as helped your team win the match. Of course it will be exhilarating. And she has ended the diary entry by writing, the sound of cheers still ring in my ears and the thrill of my successful debut will never fade away from my memory. So a wonderful ending. She has written that she can still hear the cheers of the spectators who were watching the match, and she can still feel the goosebumps or the excitement, and this memory, the memory of this wonderful day when she had her debut match and that was very successful. She will not forget this for a long time. It will be imprinted in her memory for long. So this is how she has ended it, and then she has assigned her name Radhika. So children, a diary entry based question is given to you in the examination to test your creative and imaginative skills as well. How well you can imagine in a given situation. So to write a good diary entry, you need to live in the moment. You need to feel, you need to imagine, you need to assume that you have actually undergone that feeling or that event or that emotion. Only then you can write it in a genuine way. That will be very appealing and will fetch you good marks. Okay? Let us move on to our second question, children. You are Harsha or Vinamr of Pragati Colony, Nagpur. You are motivated by the Clean India campaign of the Prime Minister and participated in it in your own way by cleaning your colony. Write a diary entry describing the experience. Now here, what you have to write is that you heard about the Clean India campaign, Swachh Bharat campaign, and you were highly motivated and inspired by it. And like there is a proverb that says charity begins at home. You participated in that campaign at your own level by cleaning your colony, your own locality. So you have to share your experience with your diary, that what measures you took to carry out the campaign in your area. Okay, let's see how we have to write this. We'll start with the day and the date. Next line, time. Leave a space and then write Dear Diary as a salutation. It feels so good to do something for the nation. When I heard about the Clean India campaign, I was highly inspired to be a part of it. Just observe the beginning, since the topic was related to the nation, the country as a whole. So, something like this has been written in the beginning, that it feels very good, feels very honorable to get a chance to serve the nation. So, you have to modify the beginning according to the topic, according to the event given to you. Then, when I heard about the Clean India campaign, I was highly inspired to be a part of it. This was also given to us in the question, that you came across that campaign, the information of that campaign, and you were motivated to take part in it. I discussed with my friends and convinced them to form a volunteer team of 20 dedicated boys and girls. In the detail, you can mention that you inspired even your friends to take a part in the campaign, and you convinced them to form a volunteer team. We began with removing the garbage from our locality. In the beginning, some people were not supportive. So, here is a twist, that when you began with your idea, people were not that supportive of it. They were not giving you any assistance. Then let's see what happened. Hence, we prepared posters, pamphlets, etc. and launched a public awakening campaign. So, the writer, that is Vinamra, has written that initially when they began with their efforts, people were not cooperating with them. So, there was a need to arouse them. So, there was a need to make them understand the importance of what Vinamra and his team were doing. So, they had to organize a public awakening campaign to awaken the people, to make them realize the importance of keeping their surroundings clean, and to inspire them to participate in it, to be a part of it. So for this, the team prepared posters, pamphlets, etc. and they distributed it amongst the people to make them aware. Our efforts bore fruit, and there was an appreciative change in the mindset of the residents. Of course, when you are willing to do something with your whole heart and dedication, then your efforts definitely bear fruit. That is, you get the result of your efforts. So, Vinamra and his friends also did their best, and as a result, there was an appreciative change in the mindset, in the behavior of the residents. So, what was the change? We bought a few dustbins for garbage by collecting money from the residents. The residents agreed or became willing to contribute to the efforts of the children. They even gave them donations to purchase bins for collecting the garbage. Today, we even planted some saplings in the colony. So, apart from cleaning the locality, the children even planted some saplings in the locality. So, this is a creative thing that Vinamra has mentioned in the diary, that it's not necessary that if it is given that you have to write about Clean India campaign, so you have to write only about cleanliness and all, you have to write only about cleaning the garbage and all. You can add something to it that is related. So this line about planting the saplings is something different and something unique that you can add, you can write in your diary entry to make it more appealing. I feel extremely proud of my entire team. In the end, Vinamra has concluded by writing that he feels extremely proud of his team because of his team's efforts. He was able to realize his wish to be a part of the Clean India campaign. So, in brief, in this diary, Vinamra has mentioned what steps he and his team took to take part in the campaign at their own level, and how does he feel about it. So, this is how you can write if such a question comes in your examination. Our third and last solved question for today is, you recently witnessed a ghastly fire accident in a market. The firemen showed exceptional bravery and saved the life of a woman who was trapped inside a shop on the first floor. Write a diary entry in about 100 to 120 words giving an account of the whole incident. So here you have to give an eyewitness account in your diary. You saw, you witnessed a ghastly, a terrible fire accident in a market, and you also saw that the firemen there showed exceptional courage and they saved the life of a woman who was trapped in the flames. So you have to mention how you felt at that moment, and you have to write about the bravery shown by the firemen also. So this question demands you to explain the incident, describe the incident, plus you have to add in something, you have to write in something about how you felt about the bravery of the firemen also. Okay, so let's see the solution to this. The standard format, Saturday, May 29, 2020. We have changed the format of the date a bit. We have written the date after the month. So we have written the date in cardinal number. Then timing 10:20 p.m. Okay. Salutation again, dear diary. I have taken an important decision today. So a different starting. In the beginning, the writer has written about having taken an important decision that particular day. Let's see what is written further. It all began with a ghastly fire accident that I witnessed today. I had gone to the main market to purchase some stationery when I saw a huge cloud of dark smoke rising from a building at the other end of the market. So, what is the background that this child has given about the diary, about the incident that happened, that he or she went to the market and there he or she saw a fire accident. There was a huge cloud of dark smoke rising from a building at the other end of the market. Soon there was a lot of commotion. Commotion means disturbance, and people ran towards the site with buckets of water and sand in their hands. And when other people noticed, the people who were in the market, the other shopkeepers, they noticed the fire, they ran with whatever they could lay their hands upon. They ran with buckets of water, buckets of sand to douse the fire. But soon the flames had started rising high. But the efforts of people were not sufficient and the flames started rising higher. Okay, let's see what happened next. Fortunately, the fire brigade reached soon and the brave firemen were on their toes to save the day. So further, the writer has developed the narrative by saying that somebody had thankfully phoned the fire brigade and they reached soon enough, and the brave firemen were on their toes. That means they were very quick, they were very alert and responsive, and they started their rescue efforts to put out the fire and see if anybody was trapped there. A woman was trapped in flames on the first floor of that building. Two courageous firemen climbed up a ladder and jumped into the flames. Soon they rescued the woman. It was given to us in the question that you have to mention about a woman being trapped in the flames, and you have to mention how some heroic or courageous firefighters saved her, rescued her. So on those lines, the child has written here that there was this woman who was trapped and the firefighters, they saved her, they rescued her by not caring about their own lives. Their heroic efforts received loud cheers from the onlookers. And when they came out of the building after rescuing the woman, everybody was cheering for them. Everybody was appreciating their efforts, their bravery, their heroism. I am deeply affected by the unfortunate incident. But at the same time, the exceptional bravery of the firemen has inspired me to take up firefighting as my profession. So here is the catch, students. Just look how beautifully the diary entry has been developed here. Not only the child, the author has written about the incident, but also he or she has connected the incident to a decision regarding his or her future profession. You could also have just simply mentioned the fire accident and the rescue of the woman and ended the diary entry by saying that you were very happy after seeing the, or very inspired after seeing the firemen not care for their lives and save that woman. But to add imagination and creativity, to add that extra thing to your diary entry, something like this is needed. The person has written that I am actually affected very deeply by the unfortunate incident, but at the same time, I have taken a decision that I will become a firefighter in future. I'm so much inspired by the firefighters' courage, bravery, heroism, selflessness that I want to take up this profession when I grow up. So, this is how you have to think out of the box and make your diary entry better than the diary entry of all other candidates that are writing on the same topic. So, for this, you need to read as much examples as you can lay your hands upon. This will give you a lot many ideas on how you can develop your diary entries. And like I told you earlier, you have to think that you are a part of the incident that you have gone through. You have to think it as a personal experience. In that way, your diary entry will come out, more genuine and more appealing. Okay. And at the end, we have written the names Harshini or Harsh. We can write any name. You can write any name because it's not given in the question to you. And children, here I would like to share a very interesting fact with you, that there is a particular reason why I have chosen this name Harshini. Harshini Kanhekar, children, is the first woman firefighter in India. She was brought up in Maharashtra's Nagpur city, and she is an inspiration to millions of girls who aspire to be a part of this coveted profession, the profession of firefighting. So that is why I have chosen this name here. So you can read more about Harshini Kanhekar and you'll be very inspired by her story. Okay? Students, I hope that after going through these solved examples, you have understood how you have to write a diary entry, how you have to make it more interesting, more appealing and more engaging. You must have understood that you have to think out of the box to write a good diary entry. And you have to be as creative as possible. And this can be possible only if you feel yourself to be a part of the experience about which you are writing in your diary entry. And it is not a difficult task because the questions that we get in the examinations, in the boards, are generally related to the relevant issues that we are facing in the society at the moment. Or it's about the things that you go through in your life once at least. So it won't be that difficult for you to relate to with the questions. Only you need to have the ideas. And for ideas, the same thing I would repeat again. Please go through as many examples you can so that you have the ideas in your mind ready to answer any question that comes in your way. So, before ending today's class, I have brought to you a couple of practice questions. Okay, so let's see those practice questions because unless you write it on your own, you won't be able to judge how much you have actually understood. So let's see the practice questions. The first question is, you are Priya or Piyush of class 9. You have been distracted from your studies lately and did not get good marks in your recent examination. Write a diary entry describing why this happened and your resolution to do better in the next examination. Now, this is a very relatable topic. This happens to almost all of us at least once in our life. That due to some distraction or the other, we don't get good marks in a certain exam and then we feel bad about it and then we resolve to get better marks next time. So, you have to write about this only. You have to assume that you are a student of class 9, you are Priya or Piyush and you have not got good marks in the examination because of some distraction. Distraction means because you were diverted to something else other than studies, or you were preoccupied with something else other than studies. And one of the major distractions nowadays is what? Yes, mobile phones. So you can absolutely write this thing that you were too much distracted by your mobile phone, or you can even write you were distracted by some video game or any other thing, or you have made a new friend who is not that into studies, and you were distracted by him or her constantly asking you to procrastinate, that is put off your studies for later. So you can write any of these reasons for your being distracted, and you can start by writing that I'm feeling very guilty or ashamed today because I didn't get good marks as I had expected. And then you can write the reason, you can describe what you were distracted towards or what you were diverted towards, and why you did not study as you ought to. And then you can write that towards the end you can write that now you have resolved, you have understood, or you have realized your mistake, and you have resolved not to repeat the same mistake in the future, and to get very good marks in the coming examination, so as to make up for what you have lost. Okay, and the next time whenever you are tempted by any distraction, you will remember how you did not get good marks when you got distracted this time. So you will not let yourself be tempted by any other distraction in the future. So you can write something like this in this question. The second question is, recently it was your birthday, but due to the lockdown you could not spend it with your friends as you had planned. Write a diary entry in about 100 to 120 words describing how you celebrated it in spite of the lockdown. I guess most of the students would be having a first-hand experience of such a situation because of their birthdays having fallen in the past couple of months. Such students can of course write the actual experiences that they have faced. And for the uninitiated, they can use ideas like, you can write that since you couldn't get a cake from outside, you baked a cake for yourself for the first time. Or your friends wished you through a group video call, and you spent your day watching your childhood pictures in your photo album, something like this. And you can even write that you have handed over the list of gifts that you intend to take from your parents and friends after the lockdown. So there are a lot of ideas that you can use. So you should definitely try writing these diary entries, because it will give you a practice, and you will be able to see how much you have understood about the concept. This brings us to the end of today's class, and before leaving, children, as we always do, I would ask you to please take a quick glance at the key points once again, because they are very important to be followed to write a good diary entry. So please keep them in mind whenever you start writing a diary entry in the homework or in the examination. So here on your screens you can see those key points. One of the key points that we need to remember while writing a diary entry is to follow the proper format. So before leaving, please have a look at the format also, children, because every piece of writing should be written in the proper format to fetch good marks, because there are separate marks for the format also in the writing section. Okay, so please have a look at the format as well. So children, today we read about diary entry, which is a personal document and which helps to keep a record of the important events of our life. The events may be associated with happy memories or with sad memories, but somewhere, somehow those events hold an important place in our life, so we chronicle them in our diaries. So diary entry is a very important medium to provide an outlet to our feelings without the fear of being judged. Okay, so apart from preparing to write diary entries in the examinations, you can also develop a habit of writing diaries in real life. In real life also you can write about your experiences, emotions, your feelings towards any particular issue or event in your diary. And your diary will always be your friend You're confident who is never going to betray or judge you for what you are, for what you think. So you can be absolutely honest while writing your diary entry and you'll feel so light. And later on, when you will refer to any of your diary entries, you'll feel that undescribable joy on being able to relive that moment once again. So I would personally suggest you to start writing your own diary and look at the bright side that it will definitely help you in the examination as well if you are already in the habit of writing a diary. So I have given you some fodder for thought. Just think about it, and till then I wish to take your leave. My good wishes to you all. Thank you, children.